Hi, I'm Geoff Fox. I run a meteorological service in Irvine, California. Got a studio, I make maps, so let's talk tonight about Hurricane Florence. This is being recorded early morning, I mean really early morning, on Friday. Top winds of Hurricane Florence now 90 miles per hour, still offshore, but not the storm that it was just a day or two ago. In fact, if you take a close-up look, the satellite, you can see the eye is no longer visible inside this storm. The reconnaissance plane said it's found pieces of it, but not a full eye. Lots of convection, lots of heavy rain now in inland sections, especially around the Morehead City, North Carolina area, and even the chance that this is going to spawn some tornadoes. So if there's one piece of good news, and there is, it's that the wind is now down 90 miles per hour, so that's great. The bad news is the storm has really slowed down. You remember the past few days, it had been traveling between about 15 and 20 miles per hour. Now it's down to 6 miles per hour out of the northwest. So this path into North and South Carolina is going to go very, very slowly, and with lots of rain and a significant amount of wind, there's going to be a lot more flooding, both tidal flooding, especially tomorrow at high tide, which comes a little bit before noon along the North Carolina coast, and inland as well. Already flooding on the Neuse River, a bunch of other rivers throughout the Carolinas. So once it leaves this area, it'll pick up speed late on Sunday and then head into the normal merry-go-round of weather systems that you see up in the mid-latitudes. Right now, 50 miles south of Morehead City, 60 miles east-southeast of Wilmington, and still offshore. That's really important because there's still warm water. Now, I don't expect that this storm is going to intensify, but I don't think it's going to weaken that much either over the next 24 hours or as long as it stays out over the water. And as you can see, just oodles, lots and lots of rain from that system. Here's the estimate from, this is from the multi-radar, it's true, from the multi-radar, multi-sensor program that NOAA has with their NextRad radars. And you can see, this is why I was talking about Morehead City, right in there. You see the little bits of purple there? So it's around 6.5 inches of rain there, and certainly even higher amounts. Now this is out in the ocean, but the storm has moved in and will move now down a little bit more to the south. These are going to fill in. In fact, I started with a 24-hour map. I've now switched to a 72-hour map so we can cover this at least through the weekend. This from the real-time mesoscale analysis. This divides the country into little tiny squares and figures out all the parameters at each of the corners of the square. Well, this is where it thinks the circulation is. And these arrows point with the wind. You can see that strong wind continuing to push water against the outer banks and then into the bays and sounds and into the rivers in North Carolina. The flooding that is going to take place is going to stay with us for a while. Here's the projection from the high-resolution rapid refresh model. This brings that storm down the coast over the next 30, 36 hours. But you can see there's plenty of heavy rain, and there will still be the chance for tornadoes, especially in this right front quadrant. And how much rain? Well, some areas are going to probably see 20 inches or more. I mean, that's the basement for this projection right in there. And then 10 to 20 inches in that second band. Up here, you're talking about mountains in North Carolina, mountains, the Shenandoahs in Virginia. These are going to get heavy rain, and so there will probably be some inland flooding from that, and then all the rivers upstream will drain back down into the saturated land near the shore. It's a real mess, and it's going to be with us for a while. Meanwhile, nothing you can do except watch that storm. Again, top winds, 90 miles per hour. If you found this interesting, if you would like to share this with your friends, boy, I would like that a lot. And if you're involved with a sports or news or travel website, I have weather maps and I have a whole weather package I'd like to talk to you about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.